Hello and welcome to AM Guitar with me, Anjay. Today is kind of end of year-y type video for me. I know this year I haven't done as much with YouTube as I have done in previous years. Life has got in the way. Hopefully next year I'll do some more. There's not been as many reviews, but it doesn't mean I haven't had lots of gear come through. And I thought I'd kind of give you my my top 4 things that I own that have come through this year, and one that I sort of it got away. I wish I'd made more effort to keep it. So in no particular order, here are the 5 best things I have either reviewed or played with this year. Keeping in mind that 2 of them still actually need to be reviewed. So starting with the Eddie Rifkind, bring that to the camera a bit, the Eddie Rifkind Karen Basic. So this is the upgraded downgrade of Eddie Rifkin's Karen Speaker Manager, which I reviewed a while back. And it's kind of a streamlined, slightly modified circuit that I think is, for all intents and purposes, a modern Rangemaster in many ways. So you have your Rage control, you have your treble and bass, which on the original were 2 concentric kind of stacked controls, and then your ability to switch the tone stack on and off. It's in a smaller case. The board itself has been kind of streamlined as well. And I think for me, this really is a much brighter, not almost overdrive, but just kind of one of those makes better type buttons that I've used on my board for gigging a few times. And I just think it's a really great little pedal. I think Eddie's done a fantastic job with this. I said it's a downgraded upgrade of his circuit. So the Karen Basic is definitely one of the top things that I've tried this year. Again, in no particular order, the Carl Martin Ampster. Now I went on a bit, and this is actually my amp now. So when I've been gigging, this is what I'm using. So I've got the Carl Martin with my little Mosky reverb pedal in the loop and an EQ pedal in case I need it, but I haven't actually switched that on yet. I went on a bit of an adventure this year of trying to find an ampless rig, one that I can record with and one that I can gig with. And I tried a few. This is the one that I've kept. So yes, Carl Martin sent it to me. Doesn't mean I can't just sell it straight after, if I'm being honest. This, however, is staying because it gives me the perfect sort of blend of both worlds. It's a real tube amp, sounds fantastic through the PA, and is great for recording, and just really easy to use. There's no IRs. I just choose which cab sim I want, which is always I think I use the 2x12, the green light. And the rest is just set up like an amp. And the mute button is much more useful than I expected as well when I'm playing live. So yeah, definitely for me, the best ampless solution I've tried are the ones, and I've tried a few this year. So, Carl Martin Ampster. I'm going to pause the gear I've got around me and say the one that I wish I'd kept. So number 3, the one I wish I'd kept, and it's probably one of the best guitars I've played in a while, outside of the one that I'll show you in a minute, was the Harley Benton MR Classic. Such a good guitar. I reviewed it, I demoed it, I sent it back, and I really wish I'd bought it off them because it was such a great feeling guitar. The neck was lovely, the body shape was great. It was just a fantastic guitar. So if I say there's one that got away this year, it was the Harley Benton MR Classic. Brilliant guitar, absolutely loved it. Wish I'd kept it. Now, on to another one I haven't demoed or reviewed yet, but that I bought recently. The Liverpool Soundlad Scran. Now then, I have a love-hate relationship with this pedal. I love it because it is an incredible overdrive. Absolutely phenomenal overdrive for kind of light to medium gain. It's also a decent fuzz pedal when you muck around with it. I hate it because I can't decide if I want it on my board or not, because it took the place of my tube screamer for a while. Now, that's something else this year that I bought that I've never had before, an actual TS9. But this takes its place on a regular basis because the cheese and soft controls have this ability to kind of push it out of the mix slightly and make it just, without changing the tone of it. There's no tone controls on this. There's just sort of different gains and kind of a little bit of tweaking of the kind of the high-end air type sounds, the presence almost. And it can really push it out of the mix. But it takes a lot of tweaking to make it right. And the problem that I've had is I spend too much time tweaking it, not enough time playing it. So if you're looking for a really, really flexible overdrive that's transparent and that can bring you out of the mix, I cannot recommend the Scran enough. There'll be a review of it in the new year, but one of the best overdrives I've ever tried. So yeah, Liverpool lads, Scran at number 4. So I said there's no particular order, but this actually is the favourite thing I've had this year. It is the Yamaha Revstar RSE20. I bought this when they first came out for about £400, and it is. I mean, I've got decent guitars. This is one of the best guitars I've ever owned. I cannot explain how much I love this guitar. The look of it, the feel of it, the sound of it, everything about this guitar screams quality. And at the moment, I think they're selling for about, I don't know, £380. It is, yeah, I absolutely love it. I cannot say enough good things about this guitar. And I'm not being paid to say that. I bought this with my own money. My 2022 pick of the best gear that I've tested this year or played or tried this year is absolutely 100% the Yamaha Revstar. If you haven't tried one yet, go and try one. It plays like a guitar well above its price range. I wouldn't recommend faffing around with the standard or the professional. The Elements is more than enough for almost any player, especially a gigging player, because you won't cry so much if you scratch it. So yeah, my absolute top tip from 2022 is the Revstar. Phenomenal guitar, and probably, I said, my favourite purchase this year, my favourite review this year, and my favourite bit of gear. What's your favourite gear been from 2022? What have you got on your Christmas list? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I'll probably see you in the new year. I can't see myself doing another video before then. So have a great sort of holiday time, a break, and I'll see you in the new year. Cheers.